safety precautions. Having to feel like safety precautions. The safety precautions. I'm having to put like corrections for everything that's been said. It's going to be said. I'm going to try to say it the best way that I can, where it doesn't affect for the bad, and it encourages to avoid doing the bad completely, and the good, and these words will get misinterpreted. I'll try to take my time. It is October 28th, Wednesday at 9:05. Okay, so we have some news that is going on at this location at this time. I get this information a little bit later. But safety precautions with this information when you do get it, and having people like brainwashing undone. I would say full cab. I would say having to pure life clean up. Having to pure life clean up is I'm not too sure. How long more it's going to take certain people to get the help they need from other people. You know, in this flesh, not in this flesh, but in the flesh. You understand? That is here, located here. You know. So if you get this message and you're somewhere else, it's okay. Okay? Safety precautions. Alright, so I'm just going to get into put on my lashes a little later. Have you feel like brainwashing undone? Have you feel like corrections for the greater good? First thing I would like to say is that for some of us, for some people here, slavery was not good. You know, slavery was not good. War was not good. Taking advantage of others and deceiving them is not good. Trying to control people is not good. Okay. Here, not only did what happened to people's ancestors, the people's loved ones, forefathers and foremothers in the past here was hard for some of them, very, very hard to endure and to see and to live, and to come down to this present time, or over these years, it brings it to this present time, and to do not know better for some is just as sad. It is. Want to do better. Someone used to tell me, don't be like me, be better than me. And it was like, you think about it, you be like, well, be better than. Some like take the be better than. You think you better than me when some people say that. But when someone tells you be better than me, it's telling you to do better than me. Do better than me. Right? Do better than the bad that you've seen or heard or you was told about to avoid and not to do. Do better. Right? Good, good. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we're gonna start with this. Now I'm just gonna change the words around. This here is what I wrote a while ago, and it was regarding to, it was a thank you to the women that day, that following day, to the women that shared that following night. So I'm going to go ahead and just change some of these words around for others to, allow it to, for others to comprehend, understand, listen, let it resonate, come back to it, if it don't resonate with you right then. So thank you to all that shared. I'm truly sorry for what happened to you or your loved ones or somebody you know. May you, your loved ones, your family, someone you know, stay strong. Keep your heads up. Keep your head up high. When your kids, keep your head up. Don't be slouched. Keep your head down and be all. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. And then this is especially for this other part here was for some of these individuals to say to themselves, I am not afraid. No means no. Okay. I have some other names here. Hope you guys are doing well at this time. Doing very well, I hope so. This is some information I'm not too sure if I go over. Not another time. My goodness. So first, let me start off with this. Where I'm located is in Jacksonville, Florida, in the United States of America. And this here information says that 46 families, right? Out of 46 families of people of a particular people of a particular nationality, 42 of them have been sexually assaulted here in this state. You probably ask, physically assaulted, wrongfully in prison, or plan to be wrongfully in prison, in jail, scammed, robbed. You can add to that. So if you say 36 families in the state of Florida of a particular group of people of nationality of this particular country, whether they was born there, whether they were, was raised here, born here, just 36 in this state. 36 in this state. 42 out of that 36 families have been assaulted sexually physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. We want to do Heavenly Polite correction for everything that has been said. We also want to do want to tell them to keep their heads up high. Don't give in. Stay strong. Right? Do the best you can do. I'm going over these notes backwards. And once again, I'm saying to put like corrections to everything that I have just said. For the greater good. 15 countries in here have been affected by this. 15 countries. We have 15 countries. 15 countries. You would say 15 countries that have been what? How have 15 countries been affected by this? These 15 countries have been affected in which way? Others took over 15 countries. 15. 15. Heavenly Bill like corrections for this and everything that I just said for the greater good. Let's go over here. Okay. I'm going this way. So we want to say a special hello, 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 hola, hello to Josie McLeod, right? Josie McLeod. How are you, Josie McLeod, and your mother and your family? A special hello to you guys. Hang in there. Hang in there. On us, we have here, some other names. We're going to go to that in there. And the other one. Okay. We'll add that to this other area later. Okay, so if you guys have not noticed that if you go to my Facebook page, Esperanza de la Vega, if you try to you have difficulties trying to remember that, or it don't come across your news feed for those who have it, having put like correction and safety guards for those who do, who are interested or looking or get and everything that I say, that you can type in your internet browser Zorro, Zorro. When you search Zorro, you will see the movie Zorro. In the one is Antonio Banderas, as well as Catherine Zeta-Jones. And Catherine Zeta-Jones in the movie, her name is Esperanza de la Vega. Once you copy and paste that and go back to your internet browser and internet browser, you would add Facebook to it. It's a public Facebook, so there's no need to really kind of open an account for safety precautions and polite corrections, everything I say for the very good. Now with this, you have your phone or your tablet. When you do your search browser and you find it, you would want to go to the top right and bookmark it, depending on the type of it should be there, or possibly maybe in another area. Look it up in that area or to the left, but I'm sure that it's to the right. And bookmark it, so you will go to click there, and then you will find favorites, or you'll find bookmark and try to save it. So when you want to follow what is going on, having polite corrections, everything that you come up, you having polite corrections to everything that I've said, and as well as for the greater good. And believe me that when I'm telling you, at this current time where I am at for this past couple of hours, days, weeks, months and years, this is what has been going on. Now, an hour, a minute is 49 seconds. An hour is I think that is 49 minutes. 49 minutes is an hour, right? And then you have 24 hours in a day here or here. The heavy polite corrections for the greater good and everything that I said. So maybe for your area it might not be the same. But for here, and then you have here is 365 days a year. Out of that 365 days a year, you have 12 months. So once again, you have 365 days a year, and you have 12 months in a year, and then you have how many you have? We at least have 3, 2, 4.5, maybe 4. This 4, 4, 4, 5, 4.5, 4, 5, 4, and a few. Yeah, I think it's 4 weeks within some months, and maybe possibly 5 in others. And then you have 7 days a week. So today is Wednesday. So it would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So Wednesday has been a week. And then remember that you have, and this is just for here, having polite corrections, everything else said, for the greater good. You have, once again, 59 seconds within a minute. You have 59 minutes within an hour, right? A minute, 59. And then you have 24 hours within a day here at this location where I am at. The weather's that's a whole other thing I won't get into right now. But just for that information there, having polite corrections to everything that has been said. For the greatest good, for the greater good. Having polite brainwashing undone for the greater good. Having polite water appears before you all. It enters your mouth drink. Having polite food appears before you. Just fruits. Some like just the fruits. Having polite food, I would say that. And having polite food enters your mouth. Okay, I will continue having polite corrections to everything I just said. Okay, so on the Facebook is where I was at. on the Facebook, right? So on the Facebook, if you notice that there is, I did purchase a few lashes. I am out of cash, which is they call here coin is cash. Here, this is the last dollar bill, which makes 4/4. Or, excuse me, 10 dimes. Anywho, I'm not too sure what is the nickel, the 5 cent, but this goes up. This is $1. Then you have one that says a 5 on it. Then you have another one that says a 20 on it. Excuse me, a 10 on it. And then you have another one that says a 20 on it. And the one that has a 50 on it. And the one that has 100 on it. This is here. Stuffed. Any black corrections for everything that has been said. Brainwashing undone. Let's see. Okay, so on the Facebook, you would see some of the shares that I've had. So that I reshared some information, so if you can follow. So right now you have music there for now that I shared. But I will probably hide them from there. It will still be on there somewhere, but you won't be able to see it. Only I tried to get them to go to show back up, but it didn't work out. The music that I shared from a YouTube to there. So have any polite corrections when you browse through the internet. If you do, if not, it is okay. It's safety precautions for it, and you know, technology and stuff. Any polite corrections and precautions. So there is a post that I had that says La Verdad de Mi Vida, and it's a YouTube, right? So when you find that, you click on that and open YouTube, where I did that video, La Verdad de Mi Vida. There it shows you that Black Jaguar is the YouTube. You can subscribe to the Black Jaguar, and you can then go to the playlist. Now, when you go look back at the Facebook timeline, it says Esperanza, Amelia, Anameas, Divina. On there, it also shows you that Heavenly people like corrections for the greater good. Heavenly people like corrections, everything that has been said. Heavenly people like. So now there is a GoFundMe post. It says GoFundMe, right? And from the GoFundMe post, if you go to click on that, you will see that it's also the same same video, as well as what was written at that time. I've tried to update the incorrect spelling and the incorrect writing or grammar. I'm not too sure around that time what I was saying. It was around in May of this year. If you notice that, it does mention what was going on, and if you want to follow some of the other videos that are when you go through the timeline. So after you go through the YouTube posts of YouTube video, La Verdad de Mi Vida, and then you know check out the number 1 all the way up. Okay, so I think it would be like number 1. As I recently shared it, so it was after the number 1, and I think from the timeline you go through the music, and then you go through the county jail and the county psychiatrics and the other surrounding county incarcerations, and then you will find yourself going through some of these other videos, and When you get to number 1, then you can go back up. A really good one too is 21 and 20. Then when you see some of the other ones where I'm looking a certain type of a way, I think it also says 12 and 13 or 14. So other good videos to follow what has been going on. Then you can go back and either go through the timeline, because I shared some of them repeatedly, but you can either just go to photos and then go to the videos and see the videos there. But if you do go through the timeline, you can also click at the top right, I presume, and save it to watch it later. But when you go through the timeline, you can see some of the words that I put there, so you can tell the difference. Not all of them is specifically about what there was, just something that just kind of, some of it I was about the video, and some of it I just kind of put something there so you can tell the difference. So that's the only reason that you can possibly tell the difference. One of the reasons from the timeline going to, instead of going to photos and videos. Now I've seen some people, and it also happens to me at times, when you click photos and the videos, and you go to the albums and you see the videos and the photos and the timeline and all of that there that way, from the profile page, you probably can get this black screen, this black, and watch them there, and it might be the words that I typed in there. Do check out some of the comments that I've typed in some of these posts. I did, but not all of the comments, just for the ones in regarding the jail, the county jail, and this and psychiatric ward and this like that. There were some other comments. There were some comments that I put. It was just more information. So look into that. But back to the profile, Facebook profile. When you see the photos and you click photos and then you click albums, is how you get there. This is what I was talking about. And then when you click on the video, it might pop up regularly, but some of them might pop up where you can go down and you can see it all in black. Some of them you can you could probably try to save it and follow. There are some in this type of, some with the audio, with the street noise, with the cars, that may be disturbing, or might be the sound. Maybe when you get a time you can play it without it, so if you can hear it. There are some that I did with the headphones or where the phone was at, that wouldn't, it recorded, but what I was saying and what was playing and what you could hear, the conversation in the background, it was also a bit noisy, a bit disturbing. I was a bit upset because when I recorded it, and you could hear these conversations with others having. I am homeless, still on the streets at 6855 Wilson Boulevard, Wilson, and then the cross street is lane. So on that corner there, there's a plaza, ABC Liquor. ABC Liquor. There's a liquor store there on that corner, Wilson and Lane, and there's a Walmart, a neighborhood Walmart grocery store that is in that plaza. In that plaza, you will see also a Chinese restaurant, China Wok, W-O-K, I'm probably pronounced it wrong, and a nail salon. Then you'll see a beauty supply store on the other end. So where I usually be at my specific location, it is right near the nail shop. There's some stairs in the corner, and there's an open space, and I'm usually back here. I usually sleep here, and I usually charge my phone here, or at where the sign is, the Walmart sign, there, or inside somewhere near. I don't leave here since the last time I was here up on Firestone, or trying to help my mother and my family, up the Wendy's and other places here around here, as well as down on Normandy at the Burger King, and in front of the complex there, 1171 on Lane, Westwood Apartments, across the street at the bus stop, trying to, help. What else? Oh, back to any polite corrections to everything that I have said, that I was talking about, for the greater good and understanding. You have here something more about the GoFundMe. I wanted to go over the GoFundMe, the charities, the collection, the donation, and the scams, and the so a lot of this was done was by a lot of individuals. Having black corrections, everything that has been said. You have firefighters, militaries. You can have, well, they want me to say allegedly, but allegedly they didn't really come. Hold on one second. You have police, you have state troopers, you have civilians, and international. Now I'm going to go heavy black corrections, everything I've said. You can add your some there, you can add your allegedly there, you can have, So in this international, that was the last thing that I said I want to go over, internationally, how sad was it for these scam artists, and to, for this to teach other people. So many people learn this so bad, so fast. Everywhere they were teaching other people how to do this. Everywhere it got under control. That was totally wrong to do that internationally. It was totally wrong because you have to understand, here in the United States, there are lots of people from different places, family members from different places, people ancestors from different places, and you're friends with some people are friends with certain people from different places, and some, and if these type of teachings of these type of ways, the hustle of these type of ways, or whatever their agenda was, or who they were going for it to go internationally and should be shared, was awful. I might say, having polite corrections to everything that has been said, the way it's good. Now, if you have not gotten to my parts of my reincarnated story and know who the story is, and my understand with my royal family here Earth, or some of my royal family, even like corrections for the really good, or some of the parts of the story of my reincarnated story from Earth, creating black corrections for Earth. That I was told that this is what we call this here is F. We have here it is Etruthia, and polite corrections for the greater good. So, what we were taught here that this was called Earth, but from my understanding, this is called something else here. Every black corrections, everything that has been said. So we have here, back to where I was at. This is a filter. This technology, this phone is a filter. It shows different. Some of it shows. Okay. Oh, the soul and the alma and the story. How others. Some were purposely stealing souls, others were purposely wrongfully condemning, others were going to such extremes by condemning others through the internet, through technology, and spreading such slander and lies, and writing such texts and such filming to condemn them and in prison, and then steal from them, and then be free, and then be free and get ahead and get so much. What? That's not good. That is all bad. So please do not do that. Heavenly Polite corrections for that. The greatest good. Some of these individuals shared and taught others how to do this. It was very large. It was very large of other groups of people, and they shared and with other people to do it. So if they were doing it to me, and if they were doing this to me, how many others were they doing it to? And how was it not thought? How was it? Excuse me. Black correction to everything that's been said. How is it for these individuals to now know that they spent their time doing this and lying about it to others, making their way, impressing people, growing up? And then when I say up, I don't mean black corrections for up, because the different terminologies is up, with different meanings, with different intentions, different destinations for up, for some. So, okay, because when we mean like up, we mean like up there. For some means that means that I'm on the streets, I'm homeless. So that means maybe like in a better living, You see, remember the dollar I showed you? That means if that was my last dollar, I'll show you again. And this dollar, I can only buy but so much of this. When they went up with more of this. Remember, they go from one. There's one that has the $2, the 2 on it. That 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, right? So if they probably would up with this, right? And with this and other, they probably got a way more better living, whether they purchased it or whether they scammed to get it, And it was really sad. Heavy black corrections to everything that has been said. Please do not do this bad that they've done. Now, where else are we? Okay. The other night I was doing a video, or the morning actually, it was the morning that I was doing a video where you saw my eyes, and the Facebook eyes were red, and you saw like wings, and the wings were all black, and I was talking about Miss Tapping. I'm gonna go there for a bit. Miss Tapping. Miss Tapping and her family are still trying to save each other, still trying to save themselves from this world, from this city, from this state, from this country. And for those that are part of such international oppression and slander, defamation of character, fraud, wrongfully condemnation, shame on you. Shame on you. Because this is just one of a few of many that are trying to hold their head high and move forward with dignity, with honor, with integrity, with class, with respect. What else do we have here? I'm going to stop here. I have more. Thank you for your time. I have some names. So other information. Oh, I want to do this now. My goodness, I will. Special ed report. Oh, I should do this now. Let's do this now. The special ed report for the children. What is going on there? I'll just put a light note on that. And then okay, special ed reports. Having black corrections, everything that has been said for the greatest good, for the greater good, truth. Teacher's aid. Teacher's aid. Substitute teachers. Cafeteria food. School and personal supplies. Upgrades, connections, better opportunities. My goodness. So that's a little bit there that I just mentioned. I will come back and go over this a little bit more with some of these names at another time. Thank you. Heavenly polite corrections for the greatest good. The greatest good for all.